her campaign. She wanted to make sure that women were safe in their spaces. Now, truth be told, she is someone who does live an alternative lifestyle. She, is a professed lesbian. I mean, she said that, not me. It's out there. It's on video. But at the same time, she's still a woman. And she should not have to deal with men in her space. I mean, what are we talking about? So let's check out her video.
That's a feeling of vulnerability. I turned around to a man. I was in shock. I said, sir, I didn't even get a sentence out before I heard, you can't tell me nothing. Any word, I'm a woman. I was in shock. I was scared. I told him to leave. He would not leave. I had no regard for my naked body standing there. The staff came in. Their hands were tied. They just looked at me and said, there's nothing we can do. In a 2-week span, 4 times in that bathroom, I turned around to men and they're naked. 4 times. And I reported it to the people in the front. Thank you. I reported it to the people in the front. They did nothing. They did absolutely nothing. And there was other girls in there and they were scared. They didn't know what to say. That's a feeling of vulnerability. Yeah.
And that's a difficult position. And see, people keep just assuming, oh, that's not happening. It's happening. It's definitely happening in LA. And for a man to tell you, you can't tell me anything. I can be in here if I want to. Why do we have separate spaces for a reason, and it's really for protection at the end of the day, because some people aren't wrapped too tight. Let's just be honest about that one. But to be fair, you can't even go to the gym. You can't in LA, because if you do that, you will turn around with a man professing that he is a woman, a full man, not transition, none of that, a full blown man. So people that have a mental illness can now say that they are women and invade women's spaces. And that's where we're at. That's just where we're at. Now, this one I came across was really interesting. This Caucasian man tells the Asian community that white culture is not their friend. I found this one fascinating. It really did.
So I've been seeing this online. I've been meaning to address it. And there's been certain Asian people on here. And I know that they do not represent the entire Asian community when I say this. So anyone in the Asian community that's been following what I'm saying, that supports what I'm saying, that supports rights and freedom and just, good vibes for all, this ain't aimed at y'all. So hopefully y'all don't take offense to this. But for those in the Asian community that are going after the Black community, y'all need to stop. Okay? Y'all need to stop showing out for crackers, because they are not y'all's friends. Last time I checked, crackers are the only people that have never dropped an atomic bomb on Japan. They're the only people that have dropped Agent Orange on Vietnam. They're the only people that did the My Lai massacre. And that's just off the top of my head. So white people are not y'all's friends. They have never been. Crackers have never been y'all's friends. But the Black community has had y'all's backs. Like, any rights y'all have is because of the rights that Black America fought for. So y'all need to really recalibrate who's on your side, who's had y'all's backs, and who's y'all's enemies. Because white people are not y'all's friends. They never have been. And unless something major changes with white culture, they're going to keep going, doing the same shit they've always been doing. And y'all going to be catching the brunt end of it just along with everyone else that isn't them. So, just let y'all know.
Yeah, I found that fascinating. And then this was just weird, y'all. Okay. I know he's a liberal. I can tell. But he makes a great point, and he's not wrong. I'm just saying. And I'm not saying it's blanketed any culture, but I'm just saying on its face, where are most of the Asian restaurants? They are not in predominantly Caucasian communities. They're just not. They aren't. Just saying. Now, Glenn Beck says, what a disgrace. The Knicks should come out with a strong statement from the players Who would want fans like this? So a Knicks fan attacked a Five Guys employee for wearing a Spurs. He was wearing a Spurs jersey. Like, so you cannot be on an opposing team anymore. Look what happens, you guys. Like, this is insane. What happens? Like, I'm gonna put it big so you guys can see it. This is crazy.
I'm not doing that. Nah, you Gucci gang, you Gucci. You Gucci gang. Oh!
Yeah, this is in New York City.
Nigga, they not attacking us. Oh, they killing him. Oh!
Yeah. And he's trying to work. He's trying to do his job. Five Guys. What are you going to say about this? This is a Five Guys restaurant. This is an actually pretty prominent establishment. I'm like, whoa, what is really going on? Now let's get into some quick topics. So a protest erupts in Belfast over stabbing by Sudanese refugees. So several protests erupted in Belfast this week over a knife attack by a Sudanese refugee on a local resident Monday night. Outlets on the left emphasized the impact of the protests and violence following the attack, while right-leaning outlets, they probably said something else. But that is okay. So the world is, is on fire right now. Some other topics: how the Epstein files created conflict in Trump's team. I'm sure it did. And then, did the Pentagon raise Israel's espionage threat level to critical? And we did go over in the show just some situations going on with a bill that has not yet been passed. It has been introduced. It has not been passed. And I hope it is not passed, because we should not be integrated with any other country's intelligence, and they should not be integrated in ours. We are sovereign. We need to remember that. Now, the next topic that I wanted to get to was, of course, we're going to get back to this whole voting thing. Now, I don't think there's anything we can do right now to really save what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I had another X topic that I wanted to get to. Did I get to everything? Yeah, I got to everything. All right. Just making sure, guys. Just making sure. Okay. So this is apparently, I played a video maybe a couple months ago. James O'Keefe, he was talking about voters and how people were on Skid Row getting paid to vote. So let's check this out. This isn't James O'Keefe. This is another separate outlet reporting on this as well.
Oh.
I live on Skid Row.
And then did they come down here and try and pay you to vote?
Yes.
On a ballot?
Yes.
How much they pay you?
$5.
And they said, here, come and vote for these candidates?
Yes, sir.
They told you who to vote for?
Yes.
So they told you to vote for Karen Bass or Cynthia Rahman?
Karen Bass.
Did you vote for Karen Bass?
Yeah.
For $5?
Yeah.
Did you vote?
Yeah.
Oh, you did for Karen Bass?
Yeah. Karen Bass. Right. That's her last name, Bass?
Karen Bass, yeah. Or Nithya Rahman?
Karen.
Karen? They told you to vote for Karen?
Yeah. They had to sign a little thing.
And how much they pay you?
It was like $2.
$2? Oh, to sign off on a thing to vote for her?
Yeah.
They say, oh, do you want to vote for Karen or Nithya? Or they just tell you to vote for Karen, huh?
It was really voting her, man. They gave you an optional choice, but they tell you who they want you to vote for.
Or they tell you who you want to vote for. So like, we'll give you $2, but you got to vote for one of these people.
Well, I'm a barter, man. So I got $4.
You got what?
$4.
$4?
$4.
$4? Oh,
yeah. I don't. Since I'm voting your way, can I get a plate? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so $4, they're like, hey, you got to vote for one of these candidates, not Spencer. You do Karen or Nithya.
Yeah, well, it was that was Bass one for me. I mean, that was the one I was suggested for. I don't give a fuck.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
And you're like, yo, give me $4 and I'll do it.
Yeah, why not? Sure.
And so they do this for everybody out here?
Yeah, they come out here all the time.
How often do they come down here?
Probably like 3 times a week.
3 times a week?
Hell,
To
yeah.
get the ballots?
Yep.
Wow. And so you know other people too that voted too?
Actually, anybody just registered.
Yeah.
You know, half the motherfuckers down on parole or probation, but you know how it is. You know.
Man, it's crazy. That's you be living
Life
on.
is today, man.
Yeah. Anybody, you heard him, anybody who's registered. So, and that said, is it a crime for people to pay people to vote? Yes, it is a crime under U.S. federal law to pay or offer.